really freaking huge news. It's like Christmas for Star Wars fans, or better, this is what joy looks like for nerds, or specifically this nerd. So today, and I found out this yesterday, Disney came out with this like, hey, we're doing an investors meeting for 2020. Like it's all the stuff that we've done, looking forward. It was like an 8 hour, I say 8 hours, like 5 hours of straight information. I watched for about like 3 hours and I fast forwarded through a lot. Now you had to have like an inside person doing inside stuff. And so like I streamed it with someone else, or I watched someone else's stream of it because I didn't get the information in time. I didn't get the link to the event in time, and I had other stuff to do today. And so huge, like just enormous news. And so I decided that I would just come on and talk about it, right? Instead of making like a series of random videos that would take me days, and by the time that I actually did them all, you know, this would be old hat and no one would care. And so I was like, all right, I'll just come on and talk about it. First and foremost, though, guys, I've got to say, really excited about our sneak peek at The Mandalore, right? And we've been talking about this. They've hinted at this. We as players have wanted this for a time. When you introduce Mandalorian, when you introduce Din Djarin without the Beskar, and you need to know that Din is going to be getting a full Beskar kit, right? Because like you're 3 episodes into season 1, he gets the Beskar, right? And so you're like, okay, why did they release non-Beskar Mando? Whatever. I like him. I've got him pretty high. Now, I saw this and very happy with it, guys. Like, very, very happy. So, here we have SB Crumb. He's like, look, as always, we've reached out to the Galactic War Report and SWGOH events, right? So at least they're reaching out to more content creators. Their go-to guys, Shadow Demon, welcome. Their go-to guys are the Galactic War Report, right? I loved it. I loved the new Mando. It was awesome. I can't wait for tomorrow night. Yeah, I'm very excited. Anyways, so they're like, look, this is what you need to know. This is what we're going to see. Right. First and foremost, it says, you know, this is a hero's journey. It's focusing on season 1. So you'll go through season 1 of The Mandalorian and protect the child from bounty hunters, Imperial remnants, or someone even more sinister. I'm very curious as to know who that more sinister person is. I'm really hoping that it's not Thrawn, but we'll see. I mean, clearly this is the someone more sinister. If they're specifically referring to season 1, it's Moff Gideon, right? We'll see Moff Gideon in a level of awesomeness. Quick answer. So, Shadow Demon, to answer your question, he asks, what's my prediction for the next episode? Next episode, we're going to clearly see Mayfield. It'll depend on if Greef Karga and Cara Dune try and bust Mayfield out, or if Mando's doing it himself by his lonesome. We know that he's going to be working with Boba and Fennec Shand, so there's that whole thing there. I think that we will actually go ahead and see quite a bit of information dropped, and whatever happens, they'll be setting up for the next season, or the final episode. So these 3 episodes, this last one, this one tomorrow, and next Fridays, are all part of the same story arc. And so it's likely that we're going to be introduced to the big baddie, which I'm really hoping it's not Thrawn. I'm hoping that Thrawn is a misdirection, but I don't know. But the Mandalorian here, this is huge. This is like the biggest thing that CG has done for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes players in years. So we've always known that you're going to need the original crew, right? You're going to need IG-11, Cara Dune, Queel, the Mando, of course, and Grief Karga, all level 88 or 88, level 85, and 7-star, right? But you have Queel and IG-11 who are not farmable yet. Like, let me bring this up real quick. Right, this is, we can't get them. I wailed a little bit on Queel. I had a bunch of crystals and I spent them and I kind of regretted it. But, you know, like, I have him, he's gear 9, he's 85, and he's not far away from being, you know, 7-star, right? I'm halfway through 6-star, 100 extra shards. It'll take some time, sure. I was legit planning on buying more crystals and farming the absolute crap out of these two characters. But something major has happened, and I did buy the $10, the $9.99 pack for IG-11. I felt that, you know, that might help me a little bit. But as I was looking at this, we knew they were going to be additive drops, right? So they're going to be part of the Cantina from the 16th to January 6th, right? And so as you're doing your daily Cantina runs, whatever, you're going to have the potential to gain their shards, right? It is very, very possible that you could unlock these characters through these shards. Now, if you look at the rate of drops with some of the other stuff, like here they say this is assuming a 4% drop or a drop rate. That's not a lot. And so this is what SWGOH event says. It says, if you're like me and you're trying to figure out how many refreshes do I need to get both of these characters 7-star, we have a shard calculator, and I'll show you here that in a second. That should help out with that. It looks like this will take about 2 refreshes per day for 21 days on additive drops to get them both to 7-star. This is assuming a 4% drop rate like Galactic Chases. Now, again, I think that what they're assuming is that you have the, what do you call it? You have them at least 3-star, right? You've done the event where you're not coming to this empty-handed. That's my assumption. But this is the thing that's really cool about this, and it's something that I think that we haven't seen from Capital Games in a long time. So it says the last big surprise with this event is that it's going to the journey guide permanently as soon as the event launches. Okay, so instead of having like a 7-day window, which is what I thought I was going to have a 10 to 7-day window to unlock these other characters. And so I was like mentally preparing myself, strategizing on how I wanted to like plan this out, how I wanted to like do everything that I needed to do to get to this. This is going directly to the journey guide. This is huge, guys. Like, you don't have to wait 3 months for this event to come back. You can get it now. Now, that implies a few things. One, it actually makes me nervous that this new Mando is not going to be super great. Kind of worried about that. But it also implies that people will probably need him, and it could simply be that this is preparing for whatever's coming next. I don't know. It could be that this new Mando is going to be so good, and now with the new raid that's out, I think very possible this Mando will be very beneficial to that. I don't know. But I was stoked. Now, all of this happens on the 16th, so keep in mind, I'm going to wait. Now, this is the key thing to remember on the 16th. I will always forget this. I always forget about it. You have to wait for the drops after the update. Okay, there's going to be an update, and that usually comes around like noon-ish. And that's when this happens. Now, typically I'm up well past midnight. I'm up well past, whatever. And that's when I'm doing some of these things to get him out of the way for the day that follows, right? And so this is wait so that you can take advantage of this. So huge news, SWGOH style. Shadow, I see your comment. I do want to get to it real quick, but this is awesome. Now SWGOH events does talk about this, and it says you're gonna need 7-star event or 7-star characters. G10 is recommended, but permanently on the hero guide, that's huge. Or the journey guide, that is so big. Now again, let's look real quick at the shard calculator. Do Cantina, current shard count. I don't know. Let's bring this up real quick. Let me set this. How do I do it? Here we are. Pin to top. All right. Set this days. Current shard count. I've got. Let's see. Where's Quill? 34 at 85. That means let's say 200. Okay. 7-star. Additional energy. Let's say the 360. Drop rate is 4%. So this is telling me that I'm going to need roughly, 4 refreshes per day. That's my brother is online. What's up, brother? Good to see you. So 4 refreshes per day. That's 500 crystals. So 5 days. Let's say I want to get it in that first 7 days. In 7 days. Just that first. Yeah. So I think that this is going to be awesome. So it'll help me. Quill I'll be able to get within 7 days, and then 7 days after that, probably IG-11. Very excited for that. So Wolfgar Silversong just got here. Can we get a Fett? Can we Fett a real quick recap? Recap is the crazy weirdo who loves to eat pie. Welcome. I love seeing you in the stream simply because I have to tell you, I just got back from Costco with another pumpkin pie. I mean, I'm so glad to tell somebody who appreciates pie as much as I know you do. Okay. Will Boba Fett be in the new Mandalorian episode? Short answer, yes. Boba Fett that's Boba Fett. That is old man Boba Fett. Or as we like to call him, Dad Bod Boba Fett. He has returned. We don't know how he escaped from the Sarlacc. We do know that he has healed Fennec Shand. He replaced her insides with gears, and apparently that works. And so he's back. She's back. One of the last things that we know is that Boba, Fennec, and Mando are going to be working together to free Mayfield, who for some reason is he's connected to Moff Gideon, or knows where all this stuff is. Now, what we do know is that he's at a specific location. He's in something, I forget the name of it, but like the fields of, I don't know, sorghum. I don't know. I forget the official name of it, but it's the fields of something. He's no longer in an official jail. He's in like the spice mines of Kessel, but the fields of sorghum. I don't know. He's growing tobacco. I have no idea where he is or what the place is called. But it's like a work camp. And so they're going to go bust him out. Right? So very, very cool, very interesting to see that. We don't know how Boba survived the Sarlacc pit. We may find that out. Now, here's the other thing, right? Super stoked about all this Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes stuff. Very excited. But not nearly as excited. Let me bring up this image real quick. So yesterday I was watching Den of Nerds, right? Is this it? Yes. Den of Nerds. Let's get that real quick. And they talked about how there is new stuff, or how specifically there was going to be this this event from Disney, and it's the Disney Investors event, Disney Investors 2020. This image, it's, first off, let me just explain what Disney Investors 2020 was. It essentially said, hey, people who have spent money on us, who invested money on us, this is what we're doing. And it went through everything. Like Bob Iger was there, Bob Chapek was there, Kathleen Kennedy was there, but like everyone who was the head of a division presented their information. They said, this is what we're doing, right? And I honestly got really giddy. Like really, really giddy. Like I watched the beginning and like they talked about Disney and they talked about how we're streaming and their focus over the next forever is direct to content, D2C content for the Disney platform or Disney as a company. So here's the thing. If you don't have Disney Plus, you should get it. I'm not paid by Disney to get this information, to do any of this stuff. I wish I was. That would be awesome. I would love that, but I'm not, unfortunately. But as they were going through and saying, hey, what's up, Deadpool Kyle? How you doing, brother? So he's going through and they were like, here are all of the things. And they introduced like Marvel and they did Disney, Pixar, and there's a bunch of really cool stuff coming out. Like there's a whole new live action Little Mermaid, which, I mean, if you've got kids like me, you're gonna go see it. There's a prequel to The Lion King where Scar gets the scar. I don't know. Maybe he's not such a douchebag. We have no idea. But when, yeah, oh god, yeah, they're not a monopoly. But they are. God forbid Walmart and Disney ever actually officially join forces, because I'm pretty sure that would bring about the end of the world. I mean, Amazon would be up there, but I mean, they're I don't know. There's a few companies that if they ever got together and like officially combined, anyways. But the fact that Disney does have a, what do you call it? A monopoly. Yeah. In creativity, in entertainment, does allow them to create shows that will not be for everyone. I mean, Kathleen Kennedy said that there's a Star Wars story for everyone, which means you're not going to like some of it. Period. That's just the way that it's going to play out, guys. And unfortunately, I mean, you're not going to like everything. Not everything is great. Let's face it, guys. I mean, Star Wars Resistance. I mean, I really wanted to watch it. I mean, I watched like the first season and like half of the second season, and I kind of liked it, but it didn't pull me in like everything else. But this is what they're doing. So here over in the top left, we'll just go in order. Children of Blood and Bone. So this is a teen novel that they're bringing to story, and it sounds really cool. Visions. I forget what this one. No. This one was anime. So they're retelling the story using 10 of Japan's most popular, proficient, loved, and I don't remember what they didn't say which studios they would be, but 10 studios telling 10 stories, revisioning different things. So this is kind of like the what do you call it? The from a certain point of view books, but visual form. So it's kind of a cool concept. Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau are doing these two, Rangers of the New Republic and Ahsoka. Okay? So when people are saying that Ahsoka is after Thrawn, and Thrawn's the new big baddie of, who is it? The Filoni-verse, as some people have want to call it. I'm really hoping that's not the case, but it could be. We don't know, right? But those two are making this. Keep in mind, those two are the ones that gave us Mandalorian. We love the Mandalorian. We're gonna like this, okay? Again, they're still focusing on Mando. We already know that it's signed on for season 3. Lando is coming. Now, Lando is a really cool concept. We don't know that it's going to be Childish Gambino. If it's going to be, I forget his name. Why do I want to say Martin Scorsese? It's not Martin Scorsese. I can see him. He's Trey in the Morning with Abed. Someone say his name. I forget his name. Anyways, that guy. Amazing actor. We don't know that Donald Glover. We don't know that he's going to be the one portraying Lando. Very well could be Carl Weathers. Not Carl Weathers. But Carl Weathers is in it. But Lando's going to be in it. It would be awesome to see Billy D. Williams reprise his role, seeing him through different... Darth Hideous has a good question, and I'll get to that in a second. But Billy D. Williams reprising his role and then showing different Landos throughout his lifetime, that would be cool. We don't know. We do know that he's connected. Darth Hideous asks, will Argina be in Rangers of the New Republic, you think? She could be. We do know that she was a shock trooper for the Rebels. It depends on when the story takes place. This is a huge galaxy, right? So it's very possible that we could see her at least, or hear her mentioned in it. But I don't know. I really have no idea. A droid story. This is going to be interesting because it's going to tell this. It's going to be the story of, I think, the rebellion, if I remember correctly, or the story of Skywalkers, the Skywalkers, told from a different perspective. And so it'll be interesting. I'm not as excited about that one. Now, here's what I'm stoked about, and I'm very curious. Rogue Squadron. Now, I am not a Rogue Squadron fan, simply because I'm not familiar with them. I love Carl Weathers. I do love Carl Weathers. It's not who I'm thinking of, though. I also love Hondo and Baby Yoda, of course. But, freaking, what's his name? Oh my gosh. Not Biggs. Biggs and Wedge Antilles. Wedge Antilles is a really cool character. And seeing him in Aftermath, the story, the book, just was awesome. Was a lot of fun. He is now part of Rogue Squadron. He is in Rogue Squadron. Actually, if you go back and you listen to Star Wars, or read, for those of you who like reading more than actually listening to books, who has time to read these days? I don't know. Anyways, so if you go back and listen to from a certain point of view, you get the formation of Rogue Squadron in that. And it's a really cool concept. Now, will this follow Wedge Antilles? I don't know. Will this be a different Rogue Squadron? We don't know. Very excited. Now, moving over here, we have the Acolyte. Now, again, super fascinating. We don't know a ton about this, but from what we do know, the Acolyte is actually going to take place in the High Republic era. So keep that in mind. Like, we haven't seen anything from the High Republic. The first book comes out January 5th, I believe. And that's our first High Republic book. It's our first introduction to High Republic. But this is going to be a story that focuses on the dark side. This is going to be a story told from the point of view of a Sith Acolyte. We don't know a lot about it. It's going to be interesting for sure. I'm excited because we're going to explore the Sith. That is cool. And we're going to get more information about it, which I'm very excited for. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, guys, we all knew this was happening. I mean, this is not a surprise to any of us. What is awesome about this is not only are we getting, the man himself, Ewan McGregor, reprising his role as Obi-Wan. Awesome. We are also getting Hayden Christensen to play Darth Vader. This is huge. This is awesome. I am so very excited about this. Clone Wars, the role of Anakin has been so well developed by Filoni, by the Star Wars crew, that the everything that goes into that is just so powerful, and Hayden Christensen is going to be able to play off of that. Now, I just love that he's being brought back in. I think this is so cool. I'm so very excited for this, guys. Really stoked. Additionally, Andor. Now, we actually got our first Sizzle reel. So this is a very short thing. And I'm going to show you the video here in a second. But a short Sizzle reel for this. I'm stoked. This looks awesome. They're described, welcome. What does that mean? I forget what that is. I think someone joined us. Or someone donated. I can't tell. I think someone donated. Oh, it's a follow. Welcome and thank you for the follow. I don't even know my own stream. But Andor, this is the Bourne Identity, like the guy who gave us the Bourne Identity, is doing this. Okay, so Cass, first off, Rogue One, hands down, the best thing that's come out of the sequel saga era. I mean, I enjoy Episode 7. I enjoy Episode 8. I know I'm going to get hate for that, but it has its moments, okay? Episode 9, while I was looking for this, I was actually looking for little Babu Frick moments to have Babu Frick pop up, you know, ho Babu Frick, because it's funny. There are moments that I really like about the sequel trilogy, right? I enjoyed Solo. I did. I love but Rogue One was awesome. You're right, Justin Burns. It was so flippin' good. And what made it good is, I don't know. I there's so much that made it good, right? The scene at the hallway scene with Vader, my goodness, was awesome. But Rogue One was just good, right? And to see a suspense spy thriller from someone who's done it right. Jason Bourne, the movies, I mean, they're good movies. And they were done in a way that just, I mean, I don't even know. It was just really good, and I'm excited for this. I'm very excited. Now, I will say one of the other things, Acolyte is supposed to be like dark, like super dark, which is again part of the reason why I'm stoked for that. Now, the question that I have been wondering about the Bad Batch, are they going to join the Empire? And the answer is yes. We see that here. The Bad Batch turn. Now, do they turn because the chip was implanted in them, or do they just recognize that it's a different universe or whatever? We don't know. But they turn. And that is kind of terrifying. Will they hook up with Cody again? Probably, right? We'll probably see them team up with Cody again, because Cody was the one calling them in the first place. They'd worked with Cody before. I don't know, but there's a lot of potential there, and I'm very excited for it. Now, here on this, I mean, Willow, Indiana Jones, yeah, it'll be fun. But let's go into this real quick. I want to look at Collider. No, I don't. Lando from Justin Simeon. He's the one who did Dear White People. I don't even know. So here, let's do this, right? This is YouTube. Let's watch some of these sizzle reels. Okay? I hope this doesn't get demonetized for this, but whatever.
Everything I did for the rebellion.
Hey, look, it's Pow. Cheered.
Rogue One, in many ways, it's a film that connected new audiences with the oldest fans. It was a bittersweet feeling, you know, in the premiere, knowing that it was just one film. But then magic happens, right? As you can see, we're getting ready. We're building stages, we're rehearsing, we're training, we're trying costumes, we're doing everything to make sure we do the best show. I'm really excited having the chance to explore Cassian. It's really fun to go on a set that is emulating something new.
So one thing that, and I haven't had a chance to do this, guys, but one thing that I want to do at another date is to like watch the breakdown of this. I haven't like sat down and gone frame by frame as to like what we're going to see and what it's going to look like. But like this is,
you like so much.
I mean, like you see,
a big feature film.
like here specifically,
It's very cinematic. For me, that's what it.
like you're gonna see, like look at the images here in the background. He's on a speeder bike. You see him riding something or someone riding something. You see what looks like, it almost looks like a Tatooinean hut. I'm sure I'm reading into that, but like
The excitement is 12.
like look at this, awesome. Like, and these are pictures of like what I can't even. The excitement is real, friends.
Episodes, 12 scripts, over 200 named.
12 episodes. Let's go back real quick because I keep talking through this. I'm sorry.
Scripts, over 200 named cast members.
200 named cast members. Like, oh my gosh!
Over 6,000 crowd people. A lot of creatures that come in from the.
Look at the creatures. Look at the detail. Look how cool this is. There's a dog. I'm Max. Thank you for the follow. Like I want it. Ooh, does that look like a Lobot here in the back? Because it does to me. Like I want to just break down every moment of this.
Treat this exactly like we would have filmed. There is no difference in our approach.
Every creature and droid that we've been
More droids, more creatures.
building.
Those are
has
arms
the
in the
same
background.
care, level of attention to detail as the previous films.
Did you guys see Gollum? I'm pretty sure that was Gollum.
Previous films.
Nope, not Gollum.
It's huge, it's thrilling, but also it's wonderfully challenging.
Like there's so much. Clearly right back here, you've got the blue woman from The Fifth Element. I don't know how they're going to connect it in, but multipass. Let's just say multipass.
There's tons of possibilities to explore. It is the building of a revolution.
I'll stop. What is that? I mean, are we gonna see where he gets K2SO? Like, there's so much. I am excited. Now, I gotta say, and I'm not trying to bash on the lady. Lord knows she gets enough crap from fans as it is. Kathleen Kennedy came into this with like the most lackluster approach. There didn't seem to be any excitement from the woman. And I'm saddened by that because she's in charge of one of the coolest things in the world. And, super stoked. Okay, now this is the one. This is the Bad Batch, guys. If you didn't catch it, I'm gonna break this down because it needs it. There's a lot to this.
They call themselves the Bad Batch.
Okay, flying into Camino. Did you see the water had fallen? It looked like. Is Camino going through global warming? Clearly not, because the water would have risen. Okay, a lot of like really quick cuts. A freaking light whip. Oh my gosh. Now, this is amazing. I'm a huge fan of the light whip, okay? There was a character in the old canon, Lumiana. I can't remember her name. It was Luminara or something. I can't remember. She was a dark Sith master who I think ended up training Jason Solo. There's some kind of connection there. But she too had a light whip. And I thought, how cool was that? And I always wanted one. I'm just jealous. But like we're seeing, I think this is a Cathar, right? The beast that the race that we see in SWGOH, right? But I'm not entirely sure. You got Hunter on a thing. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like, okay, who was that? Who was the guy wearing this guy? Wearing the whip it hat, right? The you can whip it. Whip it good. Are they the Dido? No, I forget their names. But okay, our first iteration of what? So is this? This almost looked like what we see on Camino, right? When they're going through the trials. But these are clearly some kind of dark trooper, right? So connecting to the Mandalorian, right? So are they? Almost looks like the Battle of Jakku. Okay. We see that. Oh, he's got his knives. Okay. Who is that guy? Is that the Lothal? No. No. Is that Wolf? Or Gregor? That's one of the... Oh, it could be Fennec Shand. Yeah, the chick with the face. Or the face mask with the weird Dido hat. That's Gregor. Are we going to see them hunting other clones? Who didn't? Oh, that's going to be sweet. And maybe even training the clones. Now, we do know that the Emperor got rid of the clones pretty shortly after the Empire got started, right? And so it's very possible that maybe they end up freeing. Is that okay? Are those Jedi? No, those are.
That was quite an impressive display.
Tarkin! Very excited to see Tarkin. Will they make him as menacing? Now, awesome. If that sizzle reel doesn't leave you sizzling, I don't know if anything will. Like there is so much that this went through, right? It was really cool. Now, one thing, and I don't have it brought up right here, but one thing that's really exciting, and one thing I guess I'll close with, one of the things that Kathleen Kennedy did say is that they have used, so this enclosure that they've used to create the Mandalorian, that they're using to create like all these other stories, is meant to create, I don't know. It's meant to make things go faster. Now, those are just the TV shows, or those were just the TV shows, except Rogue Squadron. I guess Rogue Squadron wasn't a TV show, and Indiana Jones and Willow aren't TV shows, and I don't think this one is either. But the rest of these, I believed, were TV shows. And And what they're doing is they're going through and using this like enclosure, and I forget what they called it. They had a name for it, but it's this enclosure that allows them to put a person. They build sound stages inside of it, and so a person can do everything they need and actually be in the environment, right? So an actor doesn't need to imagine him or herself being there. They're there. And it's so cool. Now, like, I'm excited for this because this is huge. I mean, today, as I was thinking about this last night, I didn't think that we would get, and I should have, I guess, but I didn't think that we would get this drop for SWGOH players, right? For Galaxy of Heroes players, talking about the new Mandalorian. I didn't know, and I downloaded it last night. SWTOR, Star Wars: The Old Republic. I didn't know that they were launching a new expansion pack today. And like, I haven't played SWTOR in a couple of years, and so a lot of that information is I haven't played it, so the storyline totally foreign to me. But this is a really cool concept because, like, I don't know, guys. I'm just hyped. Like, I'm super hyped about all of this. It's really cool. Now, if and when the time comes that, you know, COVID and California, whatever, they allow people to come back in, I really look forward to the Disney. I think it's California. Maybe it's over in Florida. I don't know. If it's in Florida, I have a brother who definitely wants me to go visit. But I want to go to the hotel. I want to go to the Star Wars hotel. I want to be on a starship and experience that. Like, it's awesome. It is a great time to be a Star Wars fan. It is a great time to connect to other fans and just talk about this stuff. Like, I was even debating about whether or not I should do a live stream tonight, and I was like, I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I'm glad that I did because, like, this is so cool. And there's so much awesomeness that is coming to Star Wars. I mean, SWGOH fans, SWGOH players, I mean, are we going to get a Dad Bod Boba? We better. Are we going to get a Fennec Shand? We better. I mean, yeah. Do I absolutely want a Babu Frick in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes? Yeah, I do. Will he be useful? Not even a little bit. But I want him. There's so much that is coming to canon, to lore, this is what I love about storytelling. And it is so, yeah, Dad Bod Boba. I'm not body shaming that man, because Tamora Morrison could just take me, and that's not in like a weird way, but like, he would destroy me physically. I mean, did you see what he did with that gaffer stick? And did you see my neck jiggle as I shook my head? Yeah, no body shaming there, but I mean, he's aged and the armor doesn't fit him as well. And, you know, time makes fools of all of us. But man, like, we need, it just gives me hope for the Star Wars universe. It gives me hope that Ahsoka is going to get her own lead story. Is she going to find Thrawn? Is this the Thrawn and Ezra series that we've been hearing about? It kind of sounds like it, right? How are they going to connect the new Thrawn series? Not just the books, not just Ascendancy, and I don't even know if I have the other ones. Like, the new trilogy that's coming out. How are they going to connect all of that to Episode 7? Because they've got to. They've got to connect it to the greater universe, right? There's just so much to be excited for, guys. Now, thank you guys for all joining in. I do have a link to my... If first off, if you aren't listening to the books, if you're not reading the books, if you're not engaging with the Star Wars content outside of the TV shows, outside of yes, I don't remember his name, but the guy, Malaysia, she says that, or I say she, I don't know. If I got it wrong, I apologize. But like, there's a guy who's like trolling people to be Ezra. Let's look him up. I know this is a terrible thing to do. You never look people up on live. Dude pretending to be Ezra Bridger, right? It's always dangerous to like do that. But Ezra Bridger, Inside Man. No, I can't. Okay, but it is always dangerous. Yes, Rahul Kohli. So he's been taking pictures and images of like himself on set of different places. I want to say that he's in London when he was taking those pictures, but I don't know. But he's wearing like Lucas gear. He's tweeting about all of these things connecting to Ezra Bridger. I mean, is he going to be and here's the thing though, guys. We got 2 more episodes in The Mandalorian. Are we going to see a return of Ahsoka? I don't think so, because like Ahsoka, they said that she was only going to be in they said she was only going to be in 1 episode, and I don't know. Like, there's so much, but that doesn't mean Ezra and Thrawn can appear. I'm really hoping that Thrawn's not the main baddie for this universe, and if he is, I'm hoping that he's joining with the Empire or the Sith or Force Spirit Palpatine, whatever he is at this point, Zombie Palps. I hope that he's joining with him to prevent what's coming. And I think the thing that's coming after this, with all of this crap that's thrown around, I think they're working towards the Yuuzhan Vong. I think that's where we're headed. I think they're bringing the Yuuzhan Vong back, and I think Thrawn is going to be key to that. Now, is he going to play the bad guy in Mandalorian or in Ahsoka, so that whatever, right? We don't know. We don't have any idea. But I'm excited. I'm very excited. And again, if you guys haven't read any of these books, for my YouTube people, I think for my stream, for my Twitch people, there should be a link somewhere that connects you to Audible. You get, if you follow this link, you get one free month, 2 free books, plus like all bunch of other crap that they give you. But like, it's awesome. Check it out, guys. If you subscribe, you help the channel. But if you don't, you get to read like these books, these Star Wars books, these audio books, guys, are amazing. And they're building Thrawn to be a very duplicitous hero, or maybe an anti-hero. I don't necessarily know, but there's a lot of stuff coming out. I'm excited for Star Wars. I am excited for Star Wars canon, for the books that are going to be set in this period, like for the lore that's coming. I am stoked to see all of this. And there's going to be a lot. This is the tip of the intergalactic Imperial cruiser, right? I'm excited, guys. Thank you for joining me tonight, and thank you for listening to me rant and chatting with me throughout the night. You've totally made my day. I am very grateful for this. So thank you. If you're new followers, I appreciate it. I appreciate the follow. Thank you for joining me tonight. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you enjoy tonight's episode or tomorrow's episode of The Mandalorian. I don't know if we're going to be doing a live streaming watch party. We're not streaming it, but a watch party of The Mandalorian on the Escape Podcast Network here on Twitch. But we will be talking about it Sunday night on Talking Mando. Every Sunday night, we will be doing it at 8 Mountain Time. So whatever it is, that is someone else. I'd love to have you guys there. It is just us breaking down the episode moment by moment and just talking about it. Talking about what we think about it. Talking about what we liked about it. And I can't say what we didn't like about it because that hasn't come up very often. But join us there. Again, check out the links for that Audible and also for any swag that I might be offering. I've got some really cool stuff up there, and I'm working on a Baby Yoda shirt. Really stoked for that. So, I hope you guys have a great day. Enjoy your week. Be safe. Be nice to people. Do a good deed. And don't tell anyone about it. Right? Just, just like fill up someone's coffee mug or buy someone a Dr. Pepper and just leave it lying around. Leave a buck somewhere. I don't know. But as always, guys, this has been Thaddeus from Going Nerdy. And remember to smile.